Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, my name is Muhammad Loban bin Safwan and I am from session 2. My metric number is EA190101. Now I will explain about the BJT characteristic, which is bipolar junction transistor. I will try the introduction first. Okay, as we know, a bipolar junction transistor is a type of transistor that use both electron and electron holes as charge carriers. In comparison, a unipolar transistor such as a transistor with FET use only one type of charge carrier. The bipolar transistor allows for the regulation for much larger current flowing between two other terminals by small current injected at one of its terminals, making the system capable of application or switching. BJT use two junctions, N-type and P-type, between the two semiconductor forms. Each origin is a single material crystal. Now see the three terminal of the BJT that call first is base, collector C, and the emitter E. So you can see here, this is the NPN transistor and this NPNP transistor. Okay, now we move to the structure of BJT. The bipolar junction transistor is manufactured with the three different doped semiconductor regions. You can check out the material or the fundamental or semiconductor if you already know of the phrase, as it makes this much easier to understand. These three differently doped regions are known as base, collector, and the emitter. In contrast to the collector and emitter area, the base region is slightly doped and is very thin, although the emitter region is strongly doped and the collector region is moderately doped. As we can see here, the N for collector is doped, the thin knob and doped. Okay. Now we move on to the operation of BJT. To properly bias the transistor for no operation in the active region, one junction must be for bias while the other junction is reverse bias. Figure 1.3 show the proper biasing for the active operation, where the emitter base junction is forward bias and the collector base junction is reverse bias. DC biasing is necessary to establish the proper operation for IC amplification. The construction of the device is such that the base region is very thin, allows the base here to act as a control input. Signals applied to this electrode can be used to produce and control currents between the other two terminals. Okay, now we move on to the configuration of BJT. For the configuration, first we have the common base configuration, which is the common base voltage gain, and next we have common emitter configuration, which is we have forward current gain, emitter current, collector current, and we have the formula for the A, alpha and beta conversion formula, which is alpha equal to beta over beta plus 1 and beta equal to alpha equal 1 minus alpha. Next we have collector to emitter voltage, which is VCE equal to VCB plus VBE, where VCE is a collector to emitter voltage, VCB is a collector to base voltage, and VBE is the base to emitter voltage. Last, we have the common collector configuration, which is current gain. Okay, now we move on to the data sheet of BJT. For me, I choose the BJT 547, which is, this is the data sheet that I found in the Google. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Naim Zuiman. My number matric is AA191485. I'm from section 2 and I will present about junction field effect transistor, or we call JFET, characteristic. Number one is introduction. The field effect transistor, or simply FET, however, loses the voltage that is applied to their input terminal, called the gate, to control the current flowing through the resulting in the output current being proportional to the input voltage, as their operation relies on an electric field generated by the input gate voltage. This then makes the field effect transistor a voltage operated device. The junction FET has a channel consisting of N-type semiconductor or P-type semiconductor material, and the gate is made of the opposite semiconductor type. The junction FET has a channel consisting of N-type semiconductor or P-type semiconductor material, and the gate is made of the opposite semiconductor type. There are two main types of a field effect transistor: the junction field effect transistor, or JFET, and the insulated gate field effect transistor, or we call IGFET, which is more commonly known as the standard metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, or MOSFET for short. Number two is structure of JFET. The N-channel JFET is made of P-type material in the N-type substrate, while N-type material are used in the P-type substrate to form a P-channel JFET. JFET is using of the long channel constructor from semiconductor material. Depending on the design process, if the JFET contains a large number of positive charge carry, it is a P-type JFET, and if it contains a large number of negative charge carry are called N-type JFET. Osmic contacts are created in the long channel of the semiconductor material at each end to form the source and drain connection. A PN junction is formed on one or both sides of the channel. Okay. Number three is operation of JFET. The source of water pressure is the accumulation of electrons at the negative pole of the drain source voltage. The drain of water is the electron deficiency at the positive pole. At the applied voltage, the control of flow of water is the gate voltage that control the width of the N-channel and therefore the flow of charge from source to drain. And number four is configuration of JFET. The terminology used for denoting the three basic FET configurations indicate the FET electrode that is common to both input and output circuit. This gives rise to the three terms: common gate, common drain, and common source. The three different JFET circuit configuration are common source. This JFET configuration is probably the most widely used. The common source circuit provides a medium input and output impedance level. Both current and voltage gain can be described as medium, but the output is the inverse of the input, 118-degree phase change. This provides a good overall performance, and as such it is often thought of as the most widely used configuration. Common gain. This FET configuration is also known as the source follower. The reason for this is that the source voltage follows that of the gate, offering a high input impedance and a low output impedance. It is widely used as a buffer. The voltage gain in unity, although current gain is high, the input and output signal are in phase. Common gate. This transistor configuration provides a low input impedance while offering a high output impedance. Although voltage is high, the current gain low, and the overall power gain is also low when compared to the other FET circuit configuration available. The other selling feature of this configuration is that the input and the output are in phase. And for datasheet of JFET, I will go choose the MPF 102 as the JFET, and it shows maximum rating, electrical characteristics, off characteristics, on characteristics, and small characteristics for MPF 102. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Maliki bin Muhammad. My matrix number is AA191464. I'm from group 8 and from section 2. And I will presenting the comparison and exercise as amplifier application for BFT and GFET. Okay, for the comparison, first for BFT, a bipolar transistor requires a small amount of current flowing to keep the transistor on, while the current for one transistor may be negligible. It adds up when millions are switching simultaneously. The heat dissipated on bipolar limits the total number of transistors that can be built on the chip. A BJT will consume more power in the on state. It cannot switch with less than a 0.3 volt voltage drop. A BJT functions as a regulator of current as small current is regulating a large current. The bipolar transistor is liable for thermal runaway, which is overheating due to a negative temperature coefficient. BJTs are preferred for low current application. For GFET, once the gate terminal on an GFET has been charged, no more current is needed to keep that transistor on, which is mean closed, for duration of time required. GFET are preferred in wide line or load variation and have low power consumption. GFET functions as a voltage regulator as applied voltage on gate control the output characteristic. GFET have a positive temperature coefficient, stopping thermal runaway. GFET are preferred in low voltage application, less than 250 volt. Okay, next is example of voltage divider biasing circuit. First is common emitter amplifier, which is BJT. Okay, this is the circuit for common emitter amplifier. The single stage common emitter amplifier circuit shown above use what is commonly called voltage divider biasing. This type of biasing arrangement used two resistors as a potential divider network across the supply with their center point supplying the required bias voltage to transistor. Voltage divider biasing is commonly used in the design of bipolar transistor amplifier circuit. So this is a formula for transistor bias voltage, which is VB equals to VCC times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. For beta value, beta equals to delta IC divide delta IB. Okay, this is example of calculation for common emitter amplifier circuit. So, IC maximum equals to VCC minus VRE divide by R load. So this is the calculation. VCE equals to 0, which is reach saturation. This is to find IC Q. And so on the other formula. So next, we move to common source amplifier, which is GFET. So this is the circuit for common source amplifier. So this is the common source amplifier circuit. The amplifier circuit consists of an N-channel GFET, but the device could also be an equivalent N-channel depletion mode MOSFET, as the circuit diagram would be the same, just a change in the FET. Connected in a common source configuration, the GFET gate voltage VG is biased through the potential divider network set up by resistor R1 and R2 and biased so to operate within the saturation region, which is equivalent to the active region of bipolar junction transistor. Okay, so this is the formula for voltage divider common source amplifier. VG equals to VDD times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.